Yes, I get it. You're saying that Suicune is a skill Pokemon. What I'm saying is that everyone knows that legendaries are kind of gimmicky in this game. We're not going to feature him in this Shh, he's waking up! Happy screen time and welcome to Pokemon Sleep. This is iBenBrown, bringing you daily Pokemon Sleep content. Today, for you new players, as promised, we will be talking about skill specialists and how to evaluate them. Later in the video, we'll find out what spawns showed up this morning at Cyan Beach, see which 4 Pokemon I caught, and find out how many of them get to stay on the team, / sit in the box for a long time, because you can only do so much at once in this game. Also, shout out to the handful of people that watched my short from this morning. We'll also find out if you guessed right on who my ingredient Pokemon were. First, we have to talk about Sloan here. Sloan is the reason that the flight attendants have to remind everyone to put on their own masks first. If Sloan would just heal herself first, I think all of my Pokemon would be at full health at the end of the day. So Sloan, please heal yourself first. Oh, that's right, I would have had to have told you a lot earlier. Slowpoke line, am I right? Okay, Sloan, we're gonna come back and highlight you later in the video, okay? Okay, I think she heard me. Now let's talk about how to grade your skill specialists. Oh, and fun fact, a skill specialist can bank 2 of their skill triggers and do them at the same time. Berry Pokemon and ingredient Pokemon cannot do that. Remember when I told you that when your Pokemon helps, it will either find berries or ingredients? Well, sometimes when it finds one of those things, it will also trigger its main skill. Every type of Pokemon has one of these main skills, but they are not the main consideration for Pokemon that are not Skillmons. Skill specialists are unique because they are more likely to trigger their main skills compared to other specialists. Concerning Pokemon nature, a great skill specialist will have main skill chance up. A good skill specialist will have speed of help up. A bad skill specialist might have speed of help down, and a very bad skill specialist will have main skill chance down. There isn't a worst nature for a skill specialist, there are just 7 bad and very bad ones. Oh, and a note here. Please remain calm, but some consider main skill chance up and speed down as still being good overall. Interestingly, every Pokemon's main value is determined by its sub-skills and its nature, not by its main skill. Now that I'm thinking about it, it seems like we could have called main skills skills. I mean, after all, they still have berries and ingredients on a skill Pokemon. An ingredient Pokemon still has berries and a main skill. And then we could have called the sub-skills something like traits, attributes, features. Ooh, maybe we should call them idiosyncrasies. I just looked that up. But the point is here to say that main skill and sub-skills are not as related as they sound. Okay, so what sub-skills should we be looking for on our skill specialist? Hopefully this feels easy, but you want skill trigger M and skill trigger S. And a fast Pokemon is a good Pokemon because it has more chances to find things, which means more chances to trigger that main skill. So helping speed M, S, and helping bonus are also great on a skill Pokemon. Because their chance to trigger is already higher on average, skill specialists are exponentially better with each of these idiosyncrasies. Sub-skills that it has. There are no bad sub-skills for skill specialists. There are just other sub-skills that are not skill trigger and helping speed related that take up the spots of the skills that you want. So let's just say that none of the other sub-skills are harmful, but they're not helpful either. Oh my gosh, there are 2 more related sub-skills that I forgot to mention. A main skill can be leveled up, some to 6 and some to 7, with skill level up sub-skills. Skill level up S raises the main skill by 1, and skill level up M raises it by 2. These make the main skill stronger, but not more likely to happen. Jokes about minigames aside, there seems to be an ongoing debate about whether ingredient specialists and dishes or berry Pokemon are the endgame for Pokemon Sleep. But here I am using 4 skill specialists and being on track to reach Master 20 on Cyan Beach this week. To me, that just means things are balanced now, and they probably will be balanced in the long run for all Pokemon types. But let's be real about one thing. Every time you log into the game and one of those skills triggers, man, that's exciting. And skill Pokemon are the ones most likely to give you that hit. Now, we're in the Suicune event right now, and water Pokemon are boosted in some ways. They're finding extra ingredients, and their skill trigger rate is boosted. It's like each water Pokemon has an extra skill trigger M and a skill trigger XS throughout the event. During the second week of the event, main skill level is boosted by 3, which is why you saw Slurpee trigger at level 7 even though its main skill is level 4. And that's the same with Golduck as well. Oh, we already got to Golduck. Well, I guess this brings us to the part of the video that we've been doing for this first week of YouTube, introducing the Wet Legends. Let's talk about Hanabi. Hanabi is named after a board game. Well, it's a cooperative card game where you build a fireworks show together. I caught Hanabi as a Psyduck. He has Helping Bonus, Skill Trigger M, and one day we'll have Helping Speed S that we can turn into Helping Speed M. He also has main skill chance up. Golduck is a Pokemon made for the diehards who check this game maybe a little too obsessively, and that is especially the case during Water Week. In addition to the sub-skills that upgrade main skill can be upgraded 1 through evolution, and 1 for each gold seed or main skill seed, which is a rare item in the game. I have a few of these in my bag right now, and I've been trying to decide if I should use them on Hanabi or Slurpee. What do you think? Okay, Sloan, we're here now. I guess Sloan is named after the girl from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Oh, and Sloan thinks that she's a berry specialist. And I would say that she's been doing really great during the event, except for, like I said earlier, she just hasn't. This event is probably the one and only time in Sloan's life that she is going to thrive. But as I was conducting analysis on how to do that Master 20 goal this week, she kept coming up high on the berry strength. You know what's funny about Hanabi and the skill trigger you saw earlier? Imagine Lyle trying to show Hanabi how to look for good berries. And Lyle's like got him spilling out of his hands, getting him 3 at a time. And then Hanabi picks up 1 and he's like, "You mean like this?" And then like 160 berries just explode out of there. I have to say though, I'm pretty happy with this team and how Water Week has been going. In order to progress to Master 20, I've needed to get about 500,000 Snorlax strength per day, and we've been able to maintain that pace, so good job, team. Now, what showed up today? This is what your sleep session looks like when you have a toddler who's not feeling too well and you don't get to bed when you'd like to. Ooh, but at least he got us slumbering, which, you know, I'm pretty sure doesn't actually matter no matter what people tell you during these events where the skill stuff is balanced. But I guess we'll check later in the video what it looks like. Hey, it's in a top belly Cramorant. And a Suicune, as well as a bunch of other things that I'm not going to try to say all at once. Oh my gosh, why did it take so long? I did the timing all wrong on this. Okay, got it. And that's cool. We got 2 Vaporeons. That doesn't happen that often. And check out the number of water spawns. We're going to be swimming in Suicune mains. Okay, now we got these 10 spawns. We just got to see what is good to go and get. We should have at least 1 hungry from a good camp ticket, but we got Cramorant, Vaporeon, again Vaporeon. Okay, this is unique. With 2 Vaporeons that are hungry here, we should be able to guarantee catch one of them. Normally an evolution is pretty hard to get, but I think we can get one in this session. I guess I went for Cramorant first. And yeah, I know we're going to get Vaporeon later, so spoiler alert. Oh, but I did forget that we got a mega hit here, so that's cool, because this is the first Cramorant that I have in my game. I haven't been in a rush to get Cramorant because it's just not that useful to me. Although maybe if it was triple oil, I would consider it. So, we know that we're going to get 9 pips from these great biscuits. Now, a real quick guide for new players, since I keep forgetting there's new players here. A Poke Biscuit gives you 1 pip, a Great Biscuit gives you 3, Ultra Biscuit gives you 5, and a Master Biscuit is an automatic catch. Now, because these are hungry, we fed each one a Great Biscuit to get it almost all the way full of pips. And now we need to just give one more Pokebiscuit to each of them. When you're feeding biscuits to Pokemon, after the second biscuit, they have a 50% chance of being all full. I don't want any more biscuits, I'm full. And I don't know if that 50% is right, that's just what the other YouTubers say, so I trust them. And apparently every biscuit you feed after that is another 50% chance. It's like flipping a coin every time you eat a biscuit after the second. It has a chance to be all full. So in theory, if we had fed a Great Biscuit and a Pokebiscuit to one of those Vaporeon and it had all full, we could have still fed a Great Biscuit and a Pokebiscuit to the other one and been guaranteed to catch it. But it's actually pretty rare that we got the same Pokemon with so many pips to both be hungry at the same time. That's pretty fortunate. I know I said the other day that I don't like Wooper. I'm sorry, I didn't say that. I said I don't care about Wooper in my game, but actually I don't like Wooper, and now I'm gonna get roasted. Because it's not just in this game, I have never cared for Wooper. But I figured I should go ahead and catch that Wooper so that if he ever did come back shiny and maybe then I would like him, I don't know. Then I wouldn't feel dumb for leaving him at 2 pips remaining. Alright, Suicune is a little bit special. For the event, you get a special biscuit called Suicune Biscuits. We had these in the Raikou and Entei events as well. They give 6 pips apiece. Ideally, you're looking for a hungry Suicune so that you can get 18, and you're not looking for an all-full Suicune, but it's okay. I already have a great Suicune. Now, some Pokemon fans believe the theory that Suicune actually comes from Vaporeon, because Ho-Oh resurrected Vaporeon, but, you know, Vaporeon won't take a Suicune biscuit, so I think that just totally disproves that theory. The professor in the research lab with the mask on his head is making an early for you to take on your hiking trip in the beach with the bros that you've known since the 2nd grade, and you want to give out good candies because people need Pokemon that don't spawn that often, like Cramorant. Just kidding, here's a Suicune. And I feel a little what Lambo would call smooth-brained because I keep saying let's hit rank 60 by the end of this week, and maybe we would have gotten there without it, but I realized that Suicune spawn gives out a buttload of research XP, so guess who's gonna actually start buying those Suicune instances again and using them? It's this guy. Cramorant's gonna do that. Oh my gosh, this video is getting too long and we still have too much to do, so now we're gonna rate these Pokemon really quickly. This Cramorant is basically useless. Well, helping speed is good, and inventory is fine, and ingredient finding up is good, but we're never gonna use him, and we're just gonna keep him in our box forever because we don't have another Cramorant, and we'll probably never catch another one. Okay, here's this Vaporeon. It's a skill specialty, and it's not a skill specialmon. It's a confused about its life Pokemon. If you paid attention from earlier, you'll remember that this nature is good. 2 of the idiosyncrasies are good, and the rest of them don't matter. So we're never going to use this guy either. Alright, whoopa, as they say. Whooper's an ingredient specialist, and we're going to talk about those tomorrow. Oh, not a bad Wooper. Just kidding, a very bad Wooper. You'll learn why in the next video, so stay tuned. Now, for any of you who were waiting till the end of the video just to find out which ingredient specialist did I switch in last night in order to bolster my dishes and give myself some peace of mind on my meals today, here is your answer key. Oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing. It is not week 1 anymore. Just gonna change this real quick. Okay, so thanks for watching, and let's do this again sometime. Please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. We'll keep having some fun at a later date. Happy researching. Thank Arceus for Suicune. Where is Ho-Oh today? Suicune gonna run away.